Hey guys, my name is Griffey and welcome to part 5, the final part of the series. Yes, we are near the end. We are almost done. We just have to set up the camera, we just have to set up some lights, and we are done finally. So this is where we left off at the last episode. And these lights don't mean anything. These lights are just for the sake of, showcasing what we've created. So anyways, today we're gonna make this grass. Let's just start. We don't have to discuss much about it. If you see in my real original render, you see there's like a pole. So we're gonna create that as well. So Control C to reset the 3D cursor on place. I'm gonna go back to solid mode. Control A and add a cylinder. It's alright. Okay, then scale it down, bring it up. G1, GZ1. Go back here. Yeah, now we have this like so. Go back to edit mode. We're gonna select all, scale it like so. Obviously it's bigger than we want it. I'm gonna press an edge loop, click select an edge loop, select the face on the top, bring it up like so, like a starting point to it, and then obviously you can bring up the pole. I'm gonna add a bunch of edge loops though, so we can go to some proportional editing and slightly offset it in a way so it looks more like a wooden bark almost. So now we have this. We don't have to really create the next one, but I want this to be shorter on the top, so I'm going to select this, scale it down. So we can also select these, scale it. Yeah, something like that would do fine. Next we're gonna go back to the object mode, Alt D, duplicate it, move across to the other side, and we can press G R Z, turn it a bit so that it doesn't look very identical to each other. Alright, now here comes the fun part, because we are going to work with path. I'm gonna shift right click there. Wait, let me I've always forget to get the screencast keys on. My apologies. Just shift right click there, and we're gonna add shift A, and go to the curve. Gonna add a path. Path is more easier than the Bezier curves, because Bezier curves are just a pain to work with. I'm gonna select all these. Make sure you turn off your proportional editing. Select all of these and place it where you want it. So, and you can go back to your object mode, select the path you created, go to the object data properties, and go to the geometry and click on and select the bevel. This is going to add thickness to it, and it's going to make it look like a wire or of sorts. Yeah, this is pretty neat. This is one of the best features. I mean, when we view through the camera, it looks horrible, but we're gonna fix that real quick. Next, I want to create these light bulbs, and to do that, we're gonna add a UV sphere and make the segments 3 or 4. Let's go 4. We don't really need much. Scale it like so. Scale it on the Z-axis. That big. We're gonna go to the side view, press 3 to go to the side view, tab out, scale it as well. Actually, what you could do is move the geometry to the tip. So click on the options, click on origins, and G, move to the tip, like so. And make sure you untick it, otherwise it's gonna create a lot of problems. Next, what you have to do is Alt D, turn, rotate, place it here, and shift R, no, I mean again Alt D, place it there. So now we have this hanging lights, and what's amazing, because we did something very efficiently, is that we pressed Alt D, because Alt D is going to give us, if you use one material, it's all the same material is going to work on all the light bulbs. So create a new material, and click on the surface and press E to go to the emission node. We're going to use an orange, a yellowish color. That looks great. And bring it up like so. Beautiful, wonderful. Ha. But the problem is these lights don't cast any light at all. which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. We have to work around with it. Alright, for the wire, we're just going to use a black material. I'm just going to we're going to get rid of that, create a new material, call it wire, and use the base color of black, like so. We're going to use a wood texture, but before that, let's shade smooth and use wood material. I think that is a basket though. Okay, that is a basket. I'm pretty sure I put it. Okay, table. Use the table material for the wood texture. These parts are going to be cement-like, so I'm going to quickly select these if I can. A new slot, call it cement. I don't know. The spellings don't matter. I'm gonna go a bit more gray and assign it there. So there you go. You pretty much have the entire scene. Now we just have to set up everything else. That is the lighting. All right. First, let me get rid of the lighting so I can show you how exactly you should light up a scene. So this is how it looks. As you can see, these lights don't cast any lighting to the shadow at all, even though it's an emission node. If you are on cycles, it will work, but if you're not on cycles, it wouldn't work. So what I would do is press 3, go to the side, put the cursor there, and Shift A, add a light source. We're going to use an area lamp, and we are going to scale it. Oh shit, not that. We are going to scale it on the y-axis. Give it the same color of the lamp, the warm color, and give it a bit of brightness. We're gonna scale down on this. So yeah, that's pretty much the quickest fix for that. Although I'm gonna go lower on the lighting. We're gonna use a lighting value of 10. I think 10 did fine. This is enough. This is enough ambient lighting. Next, we're gonna do the key lights. For the key light, I'm also gonna use an area light, because for some reason in EV you use any other light source, it's gonna look horrible. I'm going to use an area light, put it off in the side, like so. Front view, and angle it towards. Oh my god, why am I so bad? I'm gonna angle it like so, and I'm gonna give it a color. We're gonna do the night tone, the evening tone, the pinkish orange kind of thing, and go like 200 or 100. Let's try 100 first. See how it looks from the camera. Just gonna quickly zoom out a bit. Go to the view, camera to view, and zoom out. Alright, yeah, this doesn't look great. What color would it look good on? Actually, you could use a green to act as if the light is actually bouncing, but we're not going to do that. I'm gonna stick the yellow and increase the watts of it. I think this looks good. I'm gonna get rid of the camera view. We're gonna put it a bit more up, and like so. Go to the camera view real quick. Place ourselves. Alright, this pretty much this kind of looks good. You could render it out. It's gonna look good. But here's when the beauty actually comes. Here's where the beauty actually comes from. You are going to press Shift A and add another. You guessed it, area lamp. Now we're gonna move off to the side. I'm gonna get rid of the camera view, bring it to the back. We're gonna focus it on the table, like so. We're gonna put the value of 500 watts and select a blue. because these are night tones and blue can make sure you're on a night tone. 200. All right. Yeah, just make sure you put it on the back side of it. I'm just gonna move it a bit more further. Like so. If you go to camera view, it is still not bright enough. We're gonna go 600. Alright, we're starting to see it. I'm gonna move this a bit more to the front to really get the definition of it. And you know, I think that looks great. Although I'm gonna add bevels to this, Ctrl A, Ctrl B, because light hits better on bevels. As once a great man said. So there you go. You have the whole scene set up already. What we're gonna do next is do some camera tricks to make it look better. We're gonna render it on 1920 by 1920 as a square, so you can post it on Instagram. If you make this, don't forget to mention me. Don't forget to tag me. All right, now let's go to the camera settings. Make sure you select the camera. Go to the object data property, the camera properties. Yeah. And we're gonna use a focal length of 500. We're gonna do an extreme zoom. Don't worry about it. Click on camera to view and zoom out. And also, yeah, if it does something like this, so if it clips like that, all you have to do is go to the clip end and put it on a higher value. But there you go. It pretty much looks good. Although it can look better. We are going to Shift D and Alt D and move it across there. Alt D, like so, and fill the space up. What you're also going to do is select all of these, everything that we have here. Yeah, you know, just select everything and control click select to deselect. I'm going to press Alt D and move to the side on the background. Now to make sure our attention is on here, I'm going to zoom it a bit. Drop down the angle like so. I'm gonna move things around here. Here, there. Maybe get rid of one plate because why not? Why do we need it? Yeah, there you go. Next, we are going to use depth of field because depth of field in Eevee has become brilliant. And we're gonna use table. Where's my table? I think the cube is our table. We're gonna drop the f-stop really low. And there you go. It already looks really pretty, and to make it look even more pretty, we are going to go to, yeah, bloom is the one that makes it look so gloomy and pretty. So make sure you have bloom ticked on. I'm going to render at 512. I think that is a good good render sample. I'm going to put it at that. And color management, this is the most important because every time I go to high contrast, it automatically looks beautiful. I got a medium high contrast, it looks good as well, but one thing I do want to take care of is how much light. And for the final render, I actually let me do that. Let me show you that as well. And deselect everything here, everything there, everything here. We're gonna select only the lamps and the wire. Zoom in, Alt D, and go to the camera view. Rotate it, and our camera is all the way over here, so you can bring it pretty much closer to the camera, although it's going to be a pain to actually figure out where the camera goes. Okay, you can see the camera from here. Move like so. Yeah, this is what you can do basically, but obviously this is way too much. I'm gonna go closer, so put it on the side. So that's like more bokeh in that, to pretty much frame up everything else you have going on. Although I'm gonna select all of that again and move a bit more to the top, and if I can find it, yeah. So that's like a blur on the front, which kind of leads your eye into the main render for. I think that is it for this series, for this tutorial series. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more, please put down on the comment. Make sure you subscribe, because I'm definitely going to be making more and more tutorials with Blender, with the design and everything amazing of that sorts. You can obviously work with your gamma, exposure, things like that to make it look best for your liking. I'm gonna quickly do a render. Go to render and render image, and my thing crashed. Brilliant. At least I have it as a recording. And I also forgot to save, so yeah. Peace.